This is my project from Seed to Seat. The brief that I would give the students to start this brief would be: choose a wooden artifact, image or reel that interests or excites you. Then discover what species of wood is used to create this artifact. Research and investigate that species of wood from its life as a sapling to manufactured timber to artifact. All research and investigation will be documented in an A4 sketchbook using references, sketches, notes, diagrams, imagery, etc. A small presentation of your research is to be given in any medium of your choice, i.e. poster, video, live presentation, or the sketchbook itself. Through each week, I will cover certain topic headings associated with this brief through experiments and activities. These should be documented in your sketchbook and further investigation to be had in each. Peer and self-assessment is required throughout this brief with a final reflection after your presentation. So here's a mock or a profile or a project that I would show them or what I would expect in return for this CVA. So as you see, that's the artifact I picked. It's a pine chair. I then sketch out the pine chair. This is details, design features. There are other materials being used in the chair. So hemp is being used and linen. Research into Scots pine, the tree, its history in Ireland. Then properties and diagrams that are associated with softwood. Then in pairs, I would give them a hardwood. So if they picked a softwood, I'd give them the hardwood and vice versa. So this example is a sessile oak. Again, properties and so on. Research if something is mentioned, it continues down, a bit of fluidity. Headings I would cover, so life cycle of a tree, forestation in Ireland. This would then, they would continue research further on. Self-reflective notes. Constantly sketching and drawing throughout would be required. Add information they would find. So here, Sitka spruce versus Indigenous trees in Ireland and its issues. Peer assessment, your 3 questions here. Peer assessment would happen in the first class at the end, so they could continue working through it through the week while talking to their assessor about what they think. Activity 1 would be make out of Lego, air drying and a kiln. Hairdryer here being used, wet lollipop sticks as our timber. Then they would continue doing the diagram at home, hopefully this sparking a sort of real life memory for them to be able to keep. Sustainability would be a subject or to heading I would cover. Deforestation, and then I would ask them to just we would explain what it is, but then they would research why it's happening. So as you see here, palm oil in Malaysia and agriculture, soybean farms in the Amazon. Activity number 2 would be making your prototype out of bread, fresh bread and toasted bread. So the idea is we did why or how we dry wood, and the reason now here's why. So this is a little experiment, and we would see what would happen to the bread after a few days. Obviously, it get moldy. It's not very workable. It's too wet, so nothing can stay. While your toasted bread, you can create the artifact much easier, and that should be a bit of fun as well for them. And also get them. We'd end up talking about rot and how to preserve, prevent, and so on. Another peer assessment and the manufacturing process, which they would think how it would be made, sketches on what they think each of the machines would be done. I would go through this. Each project should be individual. If someone is more into the manufacturing side of things, they could focus just on a tool, the history of the tool, how the tool is made, what the tool is used for. And the same again, if someone is interested more into the environment, they would focus more on that. The idea in this project is that tangents can be developed. If they find something that interests them, I would suggest them to focus on that, to delve into that a little bit more. They would give a little presentation on their work, and then a critical reflection. However, mostly what would be assessed is the sketchbook, but this is a form of communication. So if they decided to do more of an in-depth presentation instead of the sketchbook, they could also do that. Or if they wanted to just present on the sketchbook, they could do that as well. So it's all individual, picking a communication method that suits the person so that they can communicate what they've learned efficiently to their peers. Yeah.